Thanks for coming over. This is Amodeus. Today's Dungeon Hunter Champion video is all about the Dark Queen Bee, Gabee. I call her the DQB because she's disqualified from being on any of my teams because she's so bad. Oh, I've never felt so bad about investing this much into one champion before. But before I go and show you why she's so awful, let's look at her skills because they on paper look good. Passive that does an additional attack, additional damage based on move speed. Sounds great. Her passive is actually activated whenever you use like Babylon or any of the other skills. So that's pretty awesome. Babylon is like a barrage of attacks in one specific direction. It's channeled. It's pretty cool. Bee Bombardment is like 4 or 5 attacks in a one area. It has a potential to break defense. The ultimate, oh, so awful, especially in 5v5. Just horrible. Basically just marks an opponent and triggers the passive. It's horrible. The synergy trait does increase damage on dark champions by 40%, which is pretty awesome. Now, if you look here, I invested incredibly deep in this gear. I tested out every gear set. Her skills cycle too fast for you to really need adept. There's no benefit for rapid because you want to use her skills. And she does, in theory, as a mage, a lot of damage. So ultimately, we really went with Mortal Broken because of that piece right there. Like, you see that's an insanely good move speed piece. And then all the gear's great on this particular champion. We invested heavily, not just in gems, but in gear. But you know what? I'll be honest. I want to take her into adventure, and I want to show you how some of her skills work because they look cool, right? They just don't do enough damage. Okay, so here we're going to bring her into a scenario and do some testing. So this is her auto attack, 1835. The reason I used her auto attack first is important because what you're going to see now is her ultimate, right? Her ultimate is basically, it's supposed to mark an enemy, right? And then, but it says periodically deals damage, except it doesn't deal any damage. The damage you saw is actually from the passive from the auto attack. That's why it was the same amount as the auto attack. So just imagine you're in 5v5 and you wait till you get to your 4th level and then you get your ultimate, and your ultimate maybe, possibly, sometimes marks an opponent, and that's it. Like, think about that. That sucks. Now, what I will say is that if you look at her second skill, look at the range on this second skill. It covers like the whole map, but the important thing is it's supposed to deal a lot of damage. Like, in one of them breaks the armor, right? And then the rest of them deal more damage, which is exactly what happens. But it's only 9,000 points of damage. And 1,800 of that is because it triggered an auto attack also. But, you know, maybe her first skill is the redeeming skill because it looks super awesome too. Hold on, let's get this dude. Come on! Bombardment. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. It all looks cool, right? It looks super cool. Once again, the first skill's got a really good range. Look at this range. Really good range. And it goes on forever. It looks awesome. But it is channeling. It can be interrupted. And it's the most powerful skill she has, right? It's the most powerful skill she has. But you know what? Let's give her a fair shake. Let's take her over to Steel Widow 11. See how she does, right? We're not even running her with Alia. We're gonna run her with Malika and Rota, and just see how much damage she does. Everything looks good, super sharp, very cool animations. It really makes you think that you're doing something. And for all the work that you put into it, grinding up 4 other champions from 1 to 4, the fodder it took to build those. The ability for you to like then do the ritual summon, but of course you have to have all of those materials. You had to invest some gems into getting the materials too, if not money, right? So there's a huge amount of investment going into building this champ. So in all honesty, I would hope that she would perform better than Rota, or perform better than Manus, or, you know, maybe just on par with like Sharma or Chanxia, or even the Dark Scion, right? Like, I'm hoping that she's going to perform at that level. It'd be awesome if she did more, right? Because she looks so cool and it looks awesome on paper. But, I mean, look at that. I just don't, I've tested every gear set on her as well, and Mortal does the most damage. Look at this. Like, she only does slightly more than Rota, and this is a support Rota, which is attack speed, defense, attack. That's ridiculous. Like, for the investment you have to make for this champion, for her to deliver those types of results, that's why she's getting the name DQB. She is disqualified. Now, I do want to say I used her in 5v5. Her ultimate, super disappointing. You work all the way up to get to 4, or to level 4, to be able to open up your ultimate, right? And then to have it just be something that marks is ridiculous. But the upside is I did get beat up in arena by Dank, which I thought was pretty cool. So, I'll be honest, I cannot recommend, in good conscience, building this champion. But if you've already built her and you got some feedback, you got some insights, there's a special way to build her, awesome. But I'll tell you, I have never been as underwhelmed by a champion as I am with the DQB. I'm not even asking for you guys to change my mind. This is a cautionary tale not to waste your resources. But as always, thank you for watching the videos. Have a great day. And if you want to have a conversation about it, start it in the comments below. I will be glad to jump in. Bye.